Hey Sainers, welcome back to the Saints TV YouTube channel. Welcome to the round 25 things we learned off the back of a massive win against the Bombers. How good was that? 53 points, 108 to 55. 2 weeks in a row we've kicked over 100 points. 2 weeks in a row we've won by 50 points. I'd love to see a stat on when we did that the last time. Obviously we want to quickly thank our sponsor, Mornington Peninsula Brewery. They've been awesome all year. Check out their website, www.mpbrew.com.au. Okay, let's get straight into it. Number one, support for Steele gets the best out of Steele. And I think Ross alluded to this in his presser yesterday. He mentioned that, Steele's kind of, his standards don't deviate. It's kind of what's around him that's been deviating all season, whether it's players that should be supporting him, but they're out of form, or they're not playing, and now we're mixing it up a little bit, and I think we're getting that balance right. Stocker was in the middle yesterday, which was really good. He was on merit for a bit of the game. That was awesome. Clark, he's doing his bit. Zach Jones has lifted. Sinks goes through there. Cheeto goes into the ruck. Rowe obviously doing what he needs to do. I think that releases Steele a little bit more, and I always think that Jack Steele's at his absolute best when he's kicking goals, when he's that free to roam forward, and that third quarter yesterday was no exception. 3 goals for Steele, broke the game open, awesome game from him. So the support around him is why we're starting to see the best of Jack Steele again. Number 2, and I could say so many things about this bloke from yesterday, but this is the one that always sticks out to me. Cooper Sharman is our best set shot by an absolute mile. He's a beautiful set shot. Every chance he gets, he takes. He kicked 2 from outside 50 last week. This week, closer to goal, nailed all of them. Could have kicked 4, handed off the handball to Steele to run into an open goal. He was amazing yesterday, but the one thing that I trust the most in his game is his set shot. He always takes his time. He never rushes. His snaps are brilliant. His drop punts are brilliant. Haven't had to see him kick too many on the run, but you just know that he is very cool, calm, and collected with ball in hand, and you can trust him every single time. Number 3, the game plan is starting to click. Or is it the players are starting to understand the game plan, the balance of it? We've gone from being defensive and really strangling teams and not being able to score to now strangling teams, being defensive, but also adding a string to our bow, which is kicking goals and kicking goals fast and blowing the game out of the water. And we've done that a couple of weeks in a row. You can tell the players very much enjoy it, but the key is they're buying into it. They believe it and they're executing it. And that's a scary thing. If our players start to understand exactly what Ross has been trying to do all season, and they start to execute it on a weekly basis like they've been doing, where they start to understand the different rhythms of every player on the ground, where they need to be at the right time, at the right place, and the right execution, we're going to be very hard to beat. Number 4, Nasiah up the ground is a serious weapon. He's a serious weapon all over the ground, but a couple of passages of play yesterday where he actually was able to get the ball and kick it inside 50, kick a goal of his own, which was amazing because he had 3 parts in that passage. I think we're going to see the absolute best out of Nwangen Mala if he can start pushing up the ground and not necessarily be just that token half-back flanker, but really be the most damaging player on the ground with ball in hand. Because when he's running like he did yesterday, the confidence that he has to do that, it's exciting to watch, and it just makes us even more dangerous going inside 50. Number 5, and this one to me is the most important for Sainers to understand. These wins are way more important than whatever draft picks we end up getting. I can't tell you how many comments, I'm sick of reading them, of, great, now we're going to not get pick 5 because we won. We're going to go up on the ladder. If Adelaide win, we go back to 14th or 15th. It makes no difference. But the culture, the standards that this drives, that it sets for 2025 and beyond, the long-term effects of these performances cannot be understated. They're very important. This win, the Sydney win, even the way we dismantled West Coast late in the game, these can all be looked at, hopefully by the end of the year, as sort of a changing of the guard, an understanding, a shift in gears, if you will. These, to me, are far more important than whatever draft picks we end up getting. Because we can get any draft pick under the sun if we keep losing, but they're going to come into a losing culture. I want us to build momentum and to be one of the most informed teams going into 2025 off the back of a good run in the last 6 or 7 weeks. We've got another challenge coming up against Brisbane. These are exciting. We're in form. They have something to play for. Essendon had something to play for. We dismantled them. We beat the top of the table team coming off a loss who wanted to rebound. We smashed West Coast. We're doing some good things. We're building, and I just love that the challenges keep coming. So enjoy the challenges. Forget the draft picks. Forget anything relating to the off-season. The season is still alive. We're still here to win games, and I think that says a lot about the way our players go about it, that we're doing that, and we're not here to just, fill the numbers. We want to impact whatever happens in the top 8. So that's the top 5 there, Saners. Thank you very much for watching. Put your top 5 things you learned in the comments. Again, thanks to mpbrew.com.au for sponsoring the video. We've got the podcast. It's going to be a very, very happy week on the channel. I love these sort of wins. Everyone's up and about. The replay I've watched already. Awesome watch. Make sure you get to it when you can. And obviously my review is up on YouTube if you haven't watched already. So thanks again, Saners. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. And as always, go you mighty Saners. See you guys.
That sound.